Francisco. Giants are pretty hot right now.
Continuing their winning ways, man.
Yes.
That's pretty crazy.
I put out that they would go 8-12 in their final 20, and they're 8-3. They've already got their 8. I mean,
way to go, Dan.
For me to be right, they've got to lose their next 7, 8.
Hey, keep making those predictions. Maybe they get into the World Series.
There we go.
That's the secret.
I'll just stay in the Philippines. I'll just stay in the Philippines. And in fact, I'm getting a little warm here. Let me turn down the air in here real quick. Hold on.
Go for it. Yeah, that was something else, guys. Man, that was a nail biter. You know, that first inning, I was like, wow, all right, piling on some runs. Let's see what goes on. But then that was pretty much it until the 4th, and they get that one more run. Guardians, man, they had so many opportunities. They just couldn't capitalize. It kind of reminded me of the Giants of old, where they couldn't get anyone in from with runners in scoring position. But it was a tight game. I mean, seriously, the Giants had to navigate through that lineup almost every inning. They were putting pressure on the Giants, and the Giants were able to get through.
11 men left in scoring position for the Indians.
Woo! That's rough.
Yeah. I called them the Indians. I'll keep them the Indians.
The Giants had 14 strikeouts, man.
They struck out 14 times?
They struck out 14 times and still came out.
It's perfect 4 for 4 today.
Yaz is just woo.
Yeah. I'm surprised that they didn't it was a close game. I'm surprised that Matos didn't pinch hit in a couple of those situations. Had 2 opportunities against the lefties, toward the end of the game.
They stuck with him just as, I guess, to see, hey, let's see what he's got.
Yeah.
Not much. Not today.
I mean, how do you pull that off at the end of the game there, man? I mean, Duvall gets the cover first, and then he walks the next guy. And I'm like, oh crap! Here comes Ramirez. Here comes Naylor. I'm thinking Naylor's going to hit a 3-run bomb and they're going to get walked off. And I'm going to this is not a good way to lose this game after, Senior says he's just leaving Petco. Those fans are much louder than Giants fans. Correct. There's a lot of better
energy was electric, says Senior.
Yeah.
Live from San Diego. Who did they play, by the way?
I love that stadium. Petco Park. The Padres today, they faced who did they face? Let's see. Diamondbacks. They won 7-2.
Ooh, they beat the Diamondbacks are hot too.
Actually, it's still going on, isn't it? Did he leave early? Yeah, it's the top of the 7th.
Oh yeah, he's leaving early then.
Senior, you're leaving early. I guess 7-2 ball game.
All right, Senior, get one of these, man, for leaving early. You get one of those for leaving early. Come on, Senior.
Come on. Okay, so
oh my gosh.
What do we got here? Okay. I need what's Ohtani? Okay.
Oh, there you go. He's got an 8 a.m. game tomorrow, so that's why they're leaving early. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Down there for travel ball. I see why they call it travel ball. You travel.
Yeah. About that. They travel.
It's not like travel ball, like traveling around the kind of the county. It's travel. It's state.
Travel. Yeah, the state. Yeah.
Jeez. Man, they didn't have travel ball when I played. That would have been fun. Dang. They did not have travel ball. Shoot. I would have loved to have played year-round baseball.
No kidding. But I tell you what, the Giants, man, I mean, you can't deny it. They're 8 of 11, Dan. They're playing some really good baseball.
No, they are. They're looking good. Wisely looks really good out there at second base.
That's why he's got to play every day, man. He's got to play every day. I don't know what they're going to do when Estrada gets back, though.
Trade him, man. Get a piece for him. Make Wisely your everyday second baseman.
Yeah, exactly, J-Tan. He sums it up nicely. Despite striking out 14 times, putting on 11 people in scoring position, and being a bullpen game, Also 155 underdogs. Yeah. Only having 6 hits. The Giants are still victorious. Yeah, that was pretty incredible. I mean, that's the beauty of baseball. That's the beauty of baseball, because you can get a win when you kind of are throwing up a stinker, so to speak.
I mean, baseball awesome. is like you said, it's an amazing game. It really is. I mean, the Giants could win this next 2 games, sweep Cleveland, and come home and lay an egg at home, or you just don't know. You just don't know, because despite, right now things are going well. Teams, you can feel the vibe from the, even from the TV set. You can see the vibe the guys have. They're playing well. Chapman is really playing well. He's showing real leadership. It's one of the reasons I think the Giants wanted him, because he does play 162 games generally. Mm-hmm. And, he is talented in the fact that, I think he's their best base runner. He's a good all-around ball player. I'm not crazy about his bat, and I've said that countless times. I still think he hits anywhere between 220 and 240. But if Chapman can play, I mean, you can see what happens with him in the infield there. Anything that hits to him is a double play when there's a man on. He gets rid of the ball quick. They turn that double play as good as anybody in the game,
Yeah.
So you've got to give Chapman, credit.
Yep.
For what he does on the field. I personally, I'm not going to back down and say, unless he proves me wrong and says, all of a sudden he hits 250 plus and hits close to 25 dingers and hits, drives in 85 runs or better, But, Chapman is starting to play well and maybe play himself into opting out if he keeps it up. But the thing about Chapman, and we've seen enough of this, is not just this year, but if you've watched him his career, he'll do this. And then he'll go incognito for 3 weeks, and it's like, where'd he go? So that's my thing with Chapman. But right now, give him credit. He's leading the way in many ways as far as the team is going. They're getting good, solid defense out of Ahmed, even though he's an automatic out at the plate, minus the bunt that he got.
It was a crazy bunt. I don't know what that pitcher was doing.
I like the fact that they bunted him a couple times, because Ahmed is, he's pretty much, he's not a big league. He's not a big hitter. Okay. So he's at the bottom of the lineup, bunt him over, which was good. I like the idea that they did that. Then Wisely gets picked off, but that stuff happens. But it is a team that right now is playing overall its best ball of the year. They had that 8-1 stretch earlier when Luciano was up, where they went 8 out of 9. This is 8 out of 11. But I guess where I'm at on this, Eric, is I don't fully trust it yet, because how do you trust this when they turn around and lose 6 of 8 and then they fall, 4 or 5 back under 500? You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's what we have to see. If they do that, then, then it's a different story. But if they keep doing what they're doing, I mean, we'll see, though. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how this works out, because we're going to get some pitchers back. We kind of don't know what to expect from them in Snell, Cobb, and Ray. I don't know exactly what we're going to expect from them. I'm a little bit worried, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. No, I mean, they do look better with,
They're driving in runs at least right now.
Right. I mean, Ramos is the key to this team.
Woo! Another 2 hits, man. Another multi-hit game.
You know, a lot of our talking about this team not being a good team was prior to Ramos and Matos. I still think they're not a great team. They have the potential to get better. I mean, think about baseball. It's 162 games. You can play like they're playing and then all of a sudden get hot in the second half and become a force. Mm-hmm. If Snell pitches to his capabilities, if Webb continues to pitch like he did yesterday, if Harrison comes back and pitches tomorrow, pitches well and starts pitching to his potential, Cobb comes back, as I've said, Ray, if these guys start pitching, the Giants will be a factor to be reckoned with. They just will be, because there's only 3 teams in the National League, in my opinion, that, and you can really maybe even say 2. This is a down year with the Braves with the injuries to Strider and Acuna and Harris. Mm-hmm. I mean, those are 3 legitimate stars.
Yeah, they are.
And they're all out. Now, if you take just the Phillies and the Dodgers, you know, and the Giants, all of a sudden, this is what we said, and I've got receipts for this, so I'm not saying anything new, that I said if the Giants do get into the playoffs and their pitching is pitching well at the end of the year, they will be a force in a short series because of their pitching. But we'll see. There's still, some 73 games, 70 whatever games to go. Right now, they're 1 game under 500. They're at 44 and 40, or 40. Are they 43 and 44 or 44 and 45?
I think it's 44 and 45. I'm pretty sure. Okay. 44 and 45.
So they have a chance. If they come back over 500 off to this road, if they sweep Cleveland, now you're on to something, because now you come home. But haven't we seen this Giants teams do this since 2019 under Farhan? Remember the Mad Bum final year? They were going to trade him, and all of a sudden they got hot before the All-Star. You know, they got hot, and it was like, oh, we can't trade Mad Bum now.
They got hot. Was it last year or was it 2022 when they got hot? It was 2022 they got hot right before the All-Star break.
And they've got hot in those 2 years. And so this is not a surefire thing, because it's such a long year. We'll see. Look, guys, every team has its streaks. Even the worst teams in baseball can have a streak, okay? Take a look at this. This is the Oakland A's last year, okay? You guys all see that? Oakland A's. All right. Look at their record. They're 10 and 40 right there. See that? 10 and 40. Now they are 12 and
You're looking
50.
at last year's, right?
Last year, 12 and 50. 12 and 50, guys. See that right there at the bottom of the screen?
Mm-hmm.
12 and 50. Let me repeat that. 12 and 50.
Playing some pretty good ball there.
That's on pace to be at, what is that on pace to be, like 36 and 150? And then, wait, no, that's too many games.
That's too much. That's
too many games. But 24 and 100.
It's a lot of losses. It's a lot of losses.
Okay, now look what the Oakland A's did last year. 13 and 50. 14 and 50. 15 and 50. 16 and 50. 17 and 50. 18 and 50. 19 and 50. 7 straight games. Okay? Baseball's a funny game. my point is the Giants are not as bad as the Oakland A's. Okay. Their Giants aren't the worst team in baseball. They're mid. But the fact of the matter is, until they get over 500 and really get themselves into a driver's position of a playoff spot, you can't trust this team. You can get excited about it. You could say, hey, the potential's there. This team looks like it might be on the verge of having a breakthrough. But can you trust it? Can you say that without a doubt this team is, a solid team?
Right now, it's to be determined. Right now,
exactly.
It's to be determined.
It's to be determined. How many times have they done this? I mean, wasn't it earlier this year they win a couple games over 500 after being way down and then they fell back again?
That happened, yes.
Yeah.
It happened last year. They were the number one wild card, remember, going into
what's amazing is Alive says, remember when they were losing, they were staying in the wild card within a half game or a game. They're still
Correct.
3 back after all these wins, which is kind of disappointing in a way. You think 8-3, you think, okay, they should be like maybe one of the wild card teams, but what did St. Louis do today? Did they win? Let me look. Padres are winning, which is a wild card team, and St. Louis won. So they're not gaining ground on these guys because St. Louis and the Padres have been winning, and the Diamondbacks have started to win. So it really is, yeah. But take it while, and the Mets have been winning, right? The Mets are now.
Oh, they got blasted today.
14-2 by the Pirates. Yes.
Paul Skeens, man.
Standings in the wild card right now. The Giants are 3 back, but they're tied with Arizona, which will lose today, and the Giants will go ahead of them. And they've now surpassed the Mets in the standings. So they've leapfrogged a couple teams here today, passing the Mets and the Diamondbacks, but still 3 back, which is kind of tough when you see that they're 8-3 and they haven't really gained any ground. That kind of sucks. You playing maybe your best stretch of the season. I mean, I consider this a better stretch than the one where they went 8-1 because you're beating the Dodgers, you're beating the Braves, and now you're beating the Guardians. 3.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dodgers, Braves, and Guardians, exactly.
I mean, those are 3.
That's saying something.
Yeah, and when they were down with pitching, so you got to give credit to the Giants players, and I think you got to give credit here to Bob Melvin for holding the team together and getting these guys to come out and play when their backs are against the wall. I mean, this stretch could have buried them, and it could have,
and it didn't.
It didn't. I mean, it still could if they go on a 7-8 game losing streak before that's the thing is you don't know about what's going to happen with baseball. As I just showed you, the A's were 12-50 and won 7 in a row. Who saw that coming? I didn't even look who they beat. Who did they beat there last year?
I saw Milwaukee. I saw Pittsburgh in there.
Okay, it was Pittsburgh, Milwaukee, and Tampa. They swept the Rays. No, they beat the Rays. No way. Oh, they won the first 2 games against the Rays and then lost the next 2. But the Rays were a big winning team last year. Milwaukee was so-so, and the Pirates weren't very good. So, but I don't know if they ever won more than 3 in a row the rest of the year. I'm just digging through this. I see 2 in a row.
Here's an interesting question I want to ask the chat. Pretty soon we're going to get 2 pitchers coming back. We're going to get Harrison. It's supposed to start tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow.
And you're going to have Snell going to come back. What
Tuesday.
are the moves going to be to bring those 2 guys on the 26-man? What do you guys think?
Let's take a look at the roster here. Let me.
You know what I think? You know who I think might be getting a good old heave ho? Yes, Adam.
Matos.
Slater is bye-bye. That's good. We'll see. Do you think that Slater gets shown the door with the two pitchers coming back, Harrison and Snell? If not, then who is it?
It could be Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald and NorCal. NorCal says Fitzgerald and
it's going to be a pitcher. It's going to be a pitcher.
At least one pitcher. Maybe another.
I don't think it's Slater, because I would be shocked because of the options. It would show that the Giants are serious about winning.
Don't you need Bivens in a bullpen, though? Wouldn't he be a good bullpen piece?
He's got options. You got enough guys in the bullpen. Here's your roster right now. Let's take a look at the 26. I don't know if I can. What's going on? Okay, roster. 26
and guys,
man.
And it's not going to end there, because after the All-Star break, you're going to have Cobb and Ray coming back. Where's the moves? So let's talk about this. What are the two moves?
Birdsong will go down.
Okay. So for the first two moves, for Harrison and Snell, what are the two moves? Live Insurance says Jackson and Slater. I see a lot of people saying Bivens.
I don't think it's Jackson and Slater, because that doesn't go. I mean, Farhan's paying those guys. They're veterans. I think,
but they haven't been playing Slater.
Correct. They may be working on a trade right now with Slater. I think you could get something for Slater to a good team. I think a good team could use an Austin Slater. Austin Slater is not a horrible player. I think he's bad,
dude. He's bad this year.
Well, he's very bad this year, but track record wise, a good team would utilize his bat against left-handed pitching. But the problem is the Giants don't have a stacked roster, so they count on a guy like Slater. On a team, you remember Albert Pujols with the Dodgers?
Mm-hmm.
He just was kind of a pinch hitter and played occasionally.
Correct.
But the Dodgers were stacked.
Yes.
See, Austin Slater would fit in with a team that is really loaded. I don't know if there's any teams really like that this year that have room for a Slater, but you can always trade Slater for cash considerations or just some minor league player.
But do you think he's moved in these upcoming moves? There's going to be a move tomorrow.
I think tomorrow it's Bivens.
You think they get rid of Bivens back to Sacramento?
Yes, because he pitched today.
Correct. He's pitched 3 innings.
And he's not going to be able to pitch for 5 days.
Fair enough. So Bivens will be the first one.
I think Bivens goes tomorrow.
And then on Tuesday, and I think isn't that when Snell's supposed to pitch, supposedly?
Yeah. I think it's going to be – also, what are you going to do? When is Wilmer Flores and Estrada come back too? All those guys.
Good point. Those guys are coming back too. So there's a lot of guys coming back. It's going to be interesting.
I know VR is going back down when Flores comes out.
So VR goes down for Flores. Who goes down for Estrada? Fitzgerald.
Probably Fitzgerald.
Will be Fitzgerald. Okay. And then Bivens is going to come up or go down for Harrison. And now when you talk about Snell next week, what's the move?
Birdsong.
Okay. And then when Cobb and Ray come back, what do you think the moves are? I guess that's a little bit. That's not that far away. We're talking about after the All-Star break, probably.
When Cobb, you're going to have some difficulties there because Cobb and Ray, who knows? Things tend to work themselves out through injuries, And
I want to know what people have. I mean, what makes you guys out there in the chat, what makes you confident that Cobb and Ray is going to come up and be able to have a significant contribution to the club? And for that matter, Snell. Well, I mean, we've already seen what Snell has done so far. Maybe it's because he wasn't ready yet. Don't know. But what gives you the confidence that you're gonna get something out of Cobb and Ray? I want to hear it for those who want to see Cobb and Ray and are saying that that's going to be a difference maker. I want to know, why do you think that's going to be a difference maker? I'm just interested. Are you concerned at all? No, Robert, I want to hear an educated guess. Why do you think you put this confidence in Cobb and Ray? That both of them are coming off some pretty significant injuries. One of them come off a hip surgery. The other one's coming off of Tommy John. What gives you the confidence that they can contribute to the team I mean, right now the team has to continue their winning ways because they've dug themselves in a hole because they have experience.
Eric, and the thing about Cobb is his hip's probably fine now. It was his shoulder that he started having pain in the shoulder, probably due to the hip. He was probably
think about it. I mean, the hip still has issues. Tim Lincecum had hip surgery. He wasn't the same after.
Correct. I mean, I'm about maybe to have hip surgery. I don't know if I'll be able to make a comeback and do it.
Their history. So a lot of people are saying, okay, if you want to base it on the history, that's fine. But remember, guys, this isn't they're not healthy, guys, to an extent. They're both recovering from significant injuries, Tommy John and hip. Does that concern you at all? Yes, I understand they have a history. They got experience, but they're both coming back from significant. Look, they're not coming back from a stub toe. They're not coming back from a tight hammy. We're talking about a hip and an elbow. That's what concerns me. That's what concerns me.
I would not be as concerned. I'm more concerned over Cobb than I am Ray, because Ray, to me, you recover from Tommy John. Is he going to be as effective?
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think next year is a better year for Ray, but I mean, the fastball comes back. He's already throwing 97. It's the off-speed pitches that tend to struggle. According to John Brebbia, when I spoke with him last year, he stunk. In fact, we probably have that interview. We could pull that up when I asked him that question about PR.
You're talking to Brebbia. Should we bring that up?
Do we have that one somewhere?
Yeah, we got it. It's on the.
While you're looking, you bring up Brebbia, and we'll go to the middle of the interview somewhere.
Yeah, I'll find it.
Yeah, but yeah, it took a while to get. Yeah,
that's
back.
Perfect. That's perfect because he talks about that. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
It was a long interview too, because wasn't there a doctor interviewing him, right?
There was a doctor as well that was there. Yeah, was doing a.
He kind of there it is.
He was doing a what do you call it?
A case study type stuff, right?
Yeah, case study. Yeah, there you go. So we can look into that. It was a. Tomorrow is going to be interesting. It's a day game. That means it's
okay, I think I got it, Dan.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, we got something for you guys. This was an interview that Dan had with John Brebbia in the spring training of 2023. He had just recovered. What was he? 20 months removed from Tommy John at that time?
When I interviewed him,
about 20 months, right?
Oh, he was,
because remember he came back towards the end of 2022.
No, 21. He came back in 21. It was a bad year. It was 21. He was fully recovered. 22. 21 was he came. He had a terrible.
That's
year.
What it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He talks about that.
Yeah. Here we go. Interesting. Again, this is about a pitcher recovering from Tommy John, and this is not a starting pitcher. This is a reliever, so it's a little bit different. This is kind of cool.
Sometimes. You had Tommy John, 2-3 years ago? 2020. And so it took what did it take? 18 months, 20 months to feel like back to 100%?
Yeah, I think it was probably 2 off seasons worth. So yeah, it probably was ended up 16 to 18 months, somewhere in there, where you feel like you kind of did beforehand. You can recover the same, you maybe soar the same way or something like that. Yeah, in between that, it was just kind of a coin flip. This will be interesting. Let's see how we feel.
Yeah. Now, a lot of guys increase velocity. Did you feel a difference 18 months, 20 months out? Like, wow, my arm feels like stronger than it ever has.
Not. It depends. If I threw my first year back from Tommy John, throwing back-to-back days, definitely wasn't of a benefit to anyone, myself or the team. And you could see it. One of the really obvious ways was in velocity. If I had a handful of days off, it looked like normal velocity, and then the next day it's like 88, 91. So then didn't feel great, or it didn't feel strong. But then it wasn't so much a increase in velocity. The following year, it was more of a sustainable velocity. So I could be 94 miles an hour one day and then be able to do it again the next day, where I did feel stronger that way. So yeah, the ceiling didn't go anywhere, but hopefully the floor got a little higher.
Now, a lot of guys that pitch, they growing up, they were not only pitchers, but they were kind of like the star of the team in other places, shortstop or a power hitter. Did you play a position in high school?
Yeah, a little shortstop. Played some, moved to Florida, and then played first base, more first base than anything else. Tried to swing it as best as I could. Had a lot of fun doing it, but not tremendously successful.
So have you like gone to show Crawford how it's done? Like maybe
all the time.
Give him some tips.
Yeah, I don't know if he's talking about. Does he talk about Tommy John anymore?
No, that's good. It was just that this short period.
Does he talk to this doctor about this advice for young pitchers?
I don't remember that.
Maybe take out the gander here. So he said it took him 2 full off seasons, right?
Right.
To get right. And we're expecting Ray. We're expecting Ray to be Ray-like after only 14 months.
Right.
14 months. Come on, man. That just doesn't seem right. It just doesn't seem right. That's all I'm saying. It just doesn't seem right, because I've seen that with other pitchers that have come back from Tommy John, where it seems like it takes them a little bit longer. Walker Buehler is a good example of a recent example.
I mean, yeah, everybody's different. It's kind of weird, but for generally speaking, it is 18 to 20 months for these guys to really feel, like he said, where you feel like you did before. Mm-hmm. So guys, especially for, like I say, it's so different. We'll see. I would not expect a ton out of Ray. Whatever you get out of him that's positive is positive, count it as.
But you shouldn't be. What I'm trying to say is you shouldn't just hang your hat on because Ray comes back that it's going to be a dominant rotation with him in the rotation. That's all I'm saying is temper expectations because of injury. Correct. Not because of the injury, not because of who he is as a pitcher.
Right. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
We'll see. We'll see how it works out.
You want to hear this, or do you want me to kill it?
I'm just curious. Let me hear 1 minute of it. I can't remember what he was asking.
And so I'm working on trying to prevent arm injuries in pitchers, in high school kids and college kids. And obviously, you're a man of the world. So the first question I have is, you have advice for the young players, or let's say you're a high school pitcher, of what you can do to avoid a major injury like a Tommy John?
Man, I can take a stab at a piece of advice. I feel like not having a background in medicine or anatomy or physiology or anything that would be important for that. I have always personally felt better sweating before I did any baseball activities, moving around, stretching the high knees, whatever it may be. I love physically warming up my body to get a higher temperature.
Yeah,
I'd like to think that helps. I hope it does, or else I've wasted a lot of time.
He's just talking about.
If you checked out that interview on the channel, it was a great interview. He's a great guy. I would have loved to have had Brevy on the team this year, just as a guy in the bullpen that's kind of keeps.
I'm surprised they didn't sign him.
I was surprised they didn't keep him either. But I saw some comments in there about, like we're trying to prove a point. Michael Roeder says we're trying to prove a point by being right. We're not trying to prove anything, Michael. We're just pointing out this is a show of
we think about these things. It's not about being right, man.
We're not trying to prove anything right. We're putting out information.
Yeah. Okay? Dang, dude.
You guys that think that we're, we got some agenda behind everything. It's an informational show based on true life reporting. I mean, we have stuff that other channels don't. Okay, we provide you with a different flair than what other channels are going to give you, and we can sit here and talk smoke, but I mean, Robert Rothberg, he's got all kinds of opinions about the Giants, and yet, as Hiroku says, Robert thought the Giants would make the playoffs in 22, 23, and 24. He says, you'll be wrong again. Shouldn't you face some consequences for being wrong 3 years in a row? Well, this year hasn't been totally played out yet, but Robert was wrong in 22 and 23. And, I love Robert's eternal optimism with the Giants. Not sure if it's always based in reality, though, but it is an optimism that you gotta say, hey, the guy never is going to get down on his team. Okay. You guys that are excited right now, you should be, but wait and see. What are we laughing at? This is so funny. What is so hilarious? What are you reading, man?
Oh man!
What am I missing?
Oh boy! Oh my God! Will, dude!
Oh, he put a song together, huh? He put the song together on AI.
I'm gonna have to.
Snyder's final strike.
Oh, it might not be for everybody.
I knew.
Damn! This is a ringer, dude. This is a ringer, man.
Turn up the.
All right, guys.
Snyder's final strike. Let's hear the volume. Turn it up.
If you guys don't like metal, you might not want to. All right, here we go.
Shattered dreams, strikes out, nowhere to be. On the field, futile quest, nightmare rage, no contest. Fumble, stumble, every play lacks the fire in dismay. Wasted talent, endless fire. Time to put his name on fire. Sailors on the run, futility has won. Step aside in dismay. Wasted talent, endless fire. Time to put his name on fire. Sailors on the run, futility has won. Step aside, it's done.
Futility is won.
Burning sun.
Here we go.
Slaves, wasted times, error stacking, grievous crimes, echo crews, clouds the same, every game, endless pain. Quench him now!
Quench him now! Quench him now! Oh my God!
Quench him now, for the team, chase new dreams, bright on me. Stop the rot, ignite the spark, leave the shadows, light the dark. Spiders on the run. Futility has won.
Oh my gosh.
Step aside, it's done.
Step aside, it's done.
Oh my God.
Step aside, it's done.
Step aside.
Spiders on the run. Facility has won. Step aside, it's done. Rosters burning sun.
Oh my God! Oh man!
AI is scary, man.
Missed slaves, wasted times, error stacking, grievous crimes, echo blues, cross disdain, every gain, endless pain. Now for the team, chase new trees, fire beam, stop the rocks, ignite the spark, leave the shadows, light the dark. Light the dark.
Light the dark.
Oh my goodness.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Oh my God. Oh, that one's a ringer, man. I love it. That is awesome, man.
AC NorCal Sports Network, man.
Oh my gosh, man. That should be his walk-up song. Oh my God. I love it.
I might have to put that one out there on Twitter.
Missed swings, wasted times, error stacking, grievous crimes, echoed boos, crowds disdain, every game, endless pain. Oh my gosh. Fumble, stumble, every play, lacks the fire in dismay. Wasted talent, endless mire, it's time to put his name on fire. Yeah, I hear it. I can hear it. It's playing through your phone. Woo!
Playing through mine. Oh my!
Yeah, it was playing through yours. All right,
Slater's,
I'm keeping that up.
I love the title. Slater's final strike.
Slater's final strike. That was awesome. Will be. Oh my God, dude, that was amazing. Oh, damn, dude. Woo wee.
Oh boy.
Damn. That is awesome. Thanks, Hunter. Appreciate that, man.
You hear those dogs barking?
I knew it. I knew it. Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, I know. I saw it. Of course. Can you hear those dogs barking?
Yeah, I hear them. What's going on, man?
Yeah, next door here. They do it all day long. It's like,
Oh my God, that was absolutely fantastic.
Woo! AB, let me address this.
Woo!
AB, let me ask you a question. Because you said it's time to man up. And then I said, no. If the playoffs were today, would the Giants be in the playoffs, AB? That's a rhetorical question, obviously. But no, they're not going anywhere. They're still 3 games out of a wild card. Are they playing well? Yes. I still think this team is a 500 team. Until they prove otherwise, AB, this team has shown no consistency other than to lose up and down. I'm not moving the goalpost. I do. You say I do that every time. You said man up. Where are they at? Where are they at? You're braggadocious right now, AB, because they've won 8 of 11, and I came out and said they're playing great ball right now. But where are they at? They still haven't gone anywhere. So, are they going to make the playoffs? They might. I'll be on record and I'll publicly put it out there, and I'm putting my credibility on the line when I say they'll never win anything with Farhan. Doesn't mean I will be right. I might be wrong. That's what happens in sports. There's guys that make millions and millions of dollars doing what I do for chicken feed, and they're wrong. How about a guy by the name of Nick Wright. How's that for a guy's name? Nick Wright has been wrong on more occasions than I could recall, and yet the guy's one of the top guys in sports media. He's wrong all the time. Charles Barkley, constantly wrong all the time.
Justin has a good point. We paid so much per win compared to most teams, even with the 8 out of 11 streak. Yeah, that's true. They spent a lot of money in the offseason. A lot of people are saying, oh, look how much they spent. And, you're still hovering at 500.
Is he talking to me, AB, or is he talking to somebody else where he says I called him every name in the book? A troll on drugs?
I don't know about that one. Troll, yeah. Drugs, I don't know. It's not a call. Polianis taking pre-All-Star break laps.
Will Smith, 3 homers tonight. Wow.
Woo.
For the Dodgers, did they back up the Dodgers with 3 homers? Sweet. For Will Smith. Let me see what's going on in that Dodger game. They were down 5-4 last I checked. They got to be ahead now.
I think it's tied 5-5.
3 homers and they've only got 5 runs?
Let me take a gander.
5-5. 5-5.
5-5.
Will Smith has 3 for 3. Oh, all solos, though. Interesting. Shohei's 0 for 4.
We'll keep track of it in real time. There we go.
AB, you come back here in a week and see where the Giants are at. If they're up above 500, we'll see. We'll see. It's a long season. I'm saying the Giants are going to be in it. I've said it the whole year. They'll be in it because it's a weak National League, but I think they fall short.
Okay, I can agree with that, Michael. I like it. I like this one, Michael. Look, I don't give 2 puppy poops. The Giants have a chance to make the playoffs. I will say as much as I don't agree with Dan on most Giants-related comments. However, Dan and Eric's hearts are 100%. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. I like that. Everyone can have their own idea of where you think the team should be. I 100% agree with you. But I've said this a million times. We want the team to succeed. We just have different ideas of how that success is achieved.
Yeah,
Thank you, Michael.
The Giants.
That's a clap right there, man. I like that. Why can't more people out there be like that? Come on, let's go.
Yeah, guys, this is sports. We all disagree. I mean, how many times do we get into? Do the AB says the Padres just choked epically? It was 7-2 when Senior left. What's the score now? Oh, it's 8-7 Diamondbacks, top of the 9th.
Oh!
Senior missed a great game.
Damn, that sucks.
The Diamondbacks scored 6 in the 9th.
Oh, 6 in the 9th. What happened?
They scored 6 in the 9th.
Whoo, maybe we should put that game on instead. Hold on. Wow. Let me back up here. That's incredible.
Maybe the Giants won't overtake Arizona.
Holy crap. Was it Suarez that gave up all these runs? 300 runs. Wow. But look, yeah.
Yeah, Suarez.
Oh my gosh. What a debacle. Whew.
Have some trail mix, guys.
There we go. Who the hell is Newman? Wow.
What's going on in that game? They're still batting?
Still batting, man. Full count. See what happens. Take a gander. Here we go. In play, no outs. What's going on? Looks like it's a grounder down the right field line. It's a single for Newman. Looks like Walker's coming up. He's
gosh.
He's 0 for right now.
Yeah, he's been hot.
Hey, Carroll had 2 hits today.
Corbin Carroll.
Now we got a mound visit. Are they going to change the pitcher? Look at that little graphic. You can see all the little players gathering at the mound. Yep, there he goes. Going to the bullpen. Seen enough. Wow. Kyle wants to know when's your return flight.
Peterson's got his 13th home run. He'd be leading the Giants.
That's incredible.
I think Jock just, yeah.
Steven Kolek replaces Robert Suarez. Griffin says the Padres are going to try and get Mason Miller. AJ Preller will do that. He'll try. Who else needs a closer?
I saw Mark Gray say, watch Padres go and trade for A's closer. I don't know. Interesting. Man.
Who else needs to start it? Doesn't the Dodgers kind of need a closer, don't they?
Well, they've got
Trinan.
What's his name? No, they've got their closer is
Phillips, Eric Phillips.
Phillips, yeah.
Orioles. Oh, there you go, Will. Orioles need a closer.
Orioles, yeah. I mean, Duvall. That's why I said Duvall, man. Duvall would be perfect fit for the Orioles. And you got
who would you take? Would you take Duvall or Miller?
If I'm the A's or the Orioles?
If you're the Orioles, who would you rather go after?
I'd go with Miller. But, I mean, Miller's like freak. What's I eating? I'm eating some trail mix.
Because I know that the Orioles do have an excellent closer. It's just he had Tommy John last year, the end of the season, right? Towards the end of the season.
Who's that? The Orioles guy?
Yeah. What was the kid's name? I can't remember. The guy throws
for the Orioles.
Hard. Gosh, what was his name?
Oh,
he's a big righty.
A Latin guy, right?
Yeah, big righty. I can't remember his damn name. Batista.
Batista, yeah. Juan? Is it Juan Batista or no?
No, not Juan.
No, Juan.
I can't remember his first name.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Got 2 strikes. It's 2-1 or 1-2 now.
Hold on a second.
Got a guy on first. Let's see what the Diamondbacks do. Just sitting here watching the dots, guys. Oh, looks like it's done. Yeah. They're all coming off the field. Yep. Struck out. Christian Walker's done. All right. Here come the Padres, the bottom of the 9th. Can they have some walk-off magic? We'll soon find out. Felix, that's what it is. Felix Bautista. Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
Dan, I'm eating porridge. It's good. It feels good. Okay, PK. Porridge. Interesting. Man, I like that song. That was a fantastic song.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Will be in the chat. Give credit to him, man. He's the one that put it together using what is it? Suno AI. That was all generated by AI. There was not one human voice. Or
that's crazy. Absolutely
that
crazy.
That was absolutely fantastic. Hey, nothing wrong with looking at dots, man. Guess what? You don't get copyright strikes. We're good.
Yeah. So, anyway, I think this club moving forward, let's do a little look here. Let's just take a look at the. I mean, it's too early to be looking at the standings comparison wise, but if we took a little peek at the wild card standings here, the Mets are right there. The Diamondbacks, if they hold on, will be a half game ahead of the Giants. The Braves losing, they're not even having much of a lead now. Now they're coming back to the pack. Look at that.
Yep.
They're close to being overtaken by
St. Louis
or the Padres. Then you got the Giants under 500. The D-backs are going to be right at 500 if they hold on today. The Mets 2 under, Pirates 3 under, Cincinnati 4 under, Washington 5 under. Look at that. Isn't that kind of weird? Check that out. Giants 1 under, Mets 2 under, Pirates 3 under, Reds 4 under, Nationals 5 under, Cubs 6 under.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. I mean, it's like half game separating each layer. Boom, half game, half game, half
crazy.
Game. Cubs, man, they have fallen on some hard times ever since the Giants series. It's going to be a interesting second half. What we should do is forget the schedule there. I want to take a look at the upcoming schedule. Before the break, we know the Giants finish with Toronto and then Minnesota. Then they go into the break, and then they come immediately out of the break, as they have the last couple of seasons. They're going to face the Dodgers right out of the break. Well, they got the Rockies first.
Rockies, yeah.
They got 3 in Colorado. Then they go to 4 in LA, and then a 4-game series with a traditional doubleheader on Sunday, the 28th of July.
Profar just homered to tie it up.
Wow, he's having a year, man.
Wow.
Was that off of
Seawald?
Seawald, wow.
Wow.
What a game.
Unbelievable. I bet you that stadium's going absolutely ape shit right now. Holy crap.
You know what? I can pull that game up and watch it. Let me see.
Well, don't put it on the air here, man.
Can we listen to the sound?
No. That's why I got the dots up. You took the dots down.
I did? Oh, jeez. Dodgers just went up 8-5.
Ooh, what happened?
I don't know. 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th. Let's see what happened. Freddie Freeman singles on a ground ball to center. Miguel Vargas scores. Chris Taylor scores. Will Smith the third, 7-5. And then what made it 8-5? Tell us. You're not supposed to. Let's see. Man, Ohtani's cold. 0 for 5 and 3 Ks. He's been on a kind of a downer the last 4 or 5 games.
That happens.
Yeah, I mean, that's just baseball.
Robert DeVille said Freeman and Hernandez. All right, good job, Hernandez.
Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna mute my mic.
Ooh, full count to Cronenworth. Dan, it's on. Dan, it's on. There you go. Here we go, folks. No joke, folks. Fouls it off. Ooh. That was right across the belt there. Ooh, boy. Let's see. Can Cronenworth walk it off, or can he get a hit? Let's see.
Yeah, 3-2. Here, I got it on right here. I can watch it.
Yeah, there you go.
Tell you.
Cronenworth walks. Got a base runner on.
Yep. High. Walk. You're just ahead of me with the dots. I'm watching the video. I'm watching the actual game. I'm going to go back and watch this home run.
Yeah, go for it. I could hear it, Dan. There you go. All right, already got a mound visit. Here we go. Conference on the mound. Manny Machado coming up, is having a big night. He's 3 for 4 with a double and 2 runs scored. What are they going to do, ladies and gentlemen? On deck is good old Donnie Barrels. Donnie Solano.
That was a launch. Profar's home run had high, not a huge exit velocity, but a high arc. Yeah, it probably was. It looked like 35, 40 degrees.
I'll tell you what it was.
Just off the top of my head.
36 degrees.
Hey, how is that, man?
104.5 miles an hour exit velocity. There you go.
The best one to hit is about 27, 28 miles or 27, 28 degrees launch angle with you hit it 105, 110, man. That's a rocket.
Man, I would absolutely love to see Solano come through and win the game. Oh, that's quick. Woo. Boom, boom.
I'm watching here. 0-1 pitch. Oh, you're probably ahead of me. Am I live here? Yeah. Okay. You know what's interesting is I love just good baseball, right?
Yeah, so, exactly.
You know, a lot of people.
These are moments right here. I love this type. Oh, pickoff attempt.
I love good baseball. I love seeing. Machado's hitting the 200 double plays his career, most active. They just put up.
Ooh, wow! I wonder if Cronenworth tries to steal. They already threw over to first.
Yeah, I got it on here watching. If you want
to
take the dots off, I can just give you some play-by-play if you want, or leave that up.
It's up to you. If they,
you're ahead of me about 5 seconds.
Then I'll stop sharing. I'll just watch it.
Okay, so it's 0-2 right now, 8-8. Nobody out. Cronenworth on first. Machado.
There he goes.
At the plate.
Oh, it's a foul ball.
And there he goes. Oh, it's a foul ball.
Yep, that sounds familiar.
Told you you're about 5 seconds ahead of me, those dots.
Just barely.
Romo, can ready my question to Dan, please. Can you read my question? What's his
Dan
question?
can read. Come on, PK.
What is the question?
I have no idea. I appreciate you. That I guess that's the question.
Romo, can you please read? Let's see. Who's? What's the question?
By the way, who are we rooting for in this game?
That's a good one. There it goes. Deep drive, left field. Go on. The Padres walk it off with a 2-run Manny Machado home run.
Unbelievable.
Senior, just an unbelievable game.
Senior, dude. Oh,
let's get Senior on the phone. Let's get Senior on. I'm going to get him on the phone right now.
I was just going to call him too. I was just going to call him.
I got him right here.
Oh my gosh. I bet you that stadium's going absolutely ape shit right now. Wow.
Hold on here. Let me call him. Put him on the air. Can you hear the phone ringing?
I hear it.
Hey, you reached 530-304.
I tried to. We only heard the 530, right?
That's all.
Yeah. Called you.
Rumor that my mama said that San Francisco Giants can make the playoffs if they get their pitching back and make a trade for an arm like Mason Miller. They don't need a trade for Mason Miller or a bat, but mama said their hitting is fine for now.
All right. See if he. Dodgers 185. Wow, how rough is that for the D-backs?
Unbelievable. That is just that's tough. That's tough.
Hold on, take. Wow, what a wow.
Look at this. What's up? D-Bugs are number one. He says, hey, fellas, I know the series is over, but I wasn't able to catch the last couple of shows. But as an old schooler, I found much respect for the Braves, seeing that they still give signs for pitchers. They don't use PitchCom.
They didn't, at least for the one pitcher. I don't know. Did all of the pitchers or just
not sure? Not sure. But that is interesting.
I thought that was pretty cool. I did like that. I did like that. That was cool.
Why not? What's wrong with doing that? I don't see why they couldn't do that. It seems like there's plenty of time to do that.
Yeah. So it's
I'm not a fan of that PitchCom either. There's something there. It's something, I don't know what it is. It's changing the game a little bit.
It's all to speed everything up too.
It's just, come on. It's okay to have a little bit of pace here.
If you notice that the ball is thrown back to the, like on a foul ball or something, throws it back, umpire, catcher's already keying in the sign,
Yep.
And interestingly is I wonder, I would love to get a hold of a PitchCom and see actually what it says, like, inside, low and in slider. What does it?
I don't think it even says that. I think it's just slider in or fastball out. Maybe I don't know. I don't think it gets to, because you only got so much time.
Yeah, but there's how many buttons? Let me see if we have let me see if we have that.
How about that?
Let's see. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, come on. Typing in. I can't type this very good. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Eric?
What you got? Oh, the
Ready?
pitch com.
Listen in to PitchCom and hear what it sounds like for the pitchers.
Slider, low inside. Slider, low outside. Curveball, low middle. Cutter, low inside. Changeup, low outside. Four-seam fastball, high outside.
Interesting.
That's pickoff.
Interesting. So that's what it
Isn't that
sounds like.
interesting? Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot more combos like high, up and under the chin. Pluck him.
Four-seam fastball in his nuts. Could you imagine that?
No, but I mean, think about it. There's at least 4 pitches that some guys have, some 5, right?
Yeah,
Yamamoto has 6. I mean, Yamamoto, how does that go? How does Yamamoto's go? Seriously, I mean, I don't know how to. I don't want to mock Japanese here, but how do you say the guy doesn't know English?
That's a good. Maybe they have it to where they do it, and I'm sure they could change the
change it to Japanese.
Hi, Spanish too. I bet you it's in Spanish.
Oh yeah, I know it's in Spanish.
So yeah, I'm sure they could do it in Japanese.
But think about it. What we just heard was slider,
low inside,
curve, low middle. How about if you want it, you don't want it to be a strike, like fastball above the letters. There's got to be there's so many combinations.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, even when you're throwing down signs, there's not really a sign that says fastball up. What I'm saying?
True. I guess you're following where the catcher's putting
where he's putting the target.
But a lot of times you see a guy go up here, but he really wants it down here, so he's holding it up here, and then
he's messing with the batter. Yeah.
I would be messing with the batter if I was a catcher a lot. I would be trying to. I'd probably get one I'd probably have my glove go like this, and then a ball would come poof right in my mask.
That could happen.
I tell you, catching. My hat's off to anybody.
Knuckleball. Who the hell knows exactly, Baird? Knuckleball. There ain't no knuckleball inside, outside, high or low. It's just knuckleball.
I have my hats off. Any catcher, man. Catchers take them in the nuts. They take them in the shins. They take them in the throat. They take them off the mask. They get concussions. And then they got to get up there and hit and all that. I mean, total respect to a catcher. I can remember playing Little League and like, who wants to catch? Like, never did I.
Nobody wanted.
There's always one guy, and he usually has. He's usually, usually the catcher is one of your tougher kids.
Yeah,
when they're young, they're just tough, man. They're just like built different. I didn't want any part of putting on that. I put it on. I put catcher's gear on, but you look at Buster Posey. watch every time. And I don't know if it's a reflex. Take off my glasses here. But when the ball is coming in and the batter swings, this is what Posey does. Watch this. He'll catch it just like this, Eric. See that?
Mm-hmm. Blinks his eyes.
Closes them. Right at the last second. Right when it's going in the glove and the guy's swinging, his eyes would close. I don't know.
Maybe it's a reflex.
I think it is a reflex. I've noticed it with Posey, but I don't know. I imagine a lot of other catchers do it too. Adam C. He usually is tough. I thought you were going somewhere else, Dan. You know what, Adam? I almost did. But then I thought, no, I know a few catchers. Cody was a catcher.
Yep. You trying to say he's a little bit different?
I'm just saying they're I'll use the word
different.
Tough,
They're
man.
a different breed. They're a different breed.
Yeah.
Justin Rosenthal, I think catchers and hockey goalies have the best hand-eye coordination and reflexes of any position in Big Four sports.
You know, I think catchers, they're very athletic. They get as are goalies. You think goalies. I always used to think goalies were so big, because there's so much.
No, they're small. Yeah,
they're very small. Yeah, they're just super athletic and flexible. You got to be so flexible to be a goalie, man.
Yep.
Almost like a gymnast. Maybe a gymnast would make a good goalie. Splits?
Yeah, but you got to pop back up really quick.
Oh, gosh. Don't hurt me, man. I'm thinking about it. Yikes. Yeah, Hiroku says you would think catchers would hit better. Yeah, I think maybe all the catching, it must take a lot of physical wear out of them because they are great athletes. Buster Posey was a shortstop at Florida State.
Yep. He also
before
pitched.
He became a catcher. Yeah. Brandon Belt pitched, too, at Texas in college. He never got a shot in the major league mound.
Nope.
Isn't that weird that Belt never got signed this year after having a
that's
pretty
weird.
decent year last
That's
year?
really weird.
I mean, think of all the left-handed guys. I mean, look at Cleveland's guys today. They were hitting like 205, some of these pinch hitters.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm like, what the heck? This is a pinch hitter, 3 home runs. Who was the dude that pinch hit? Roccatello or something like that? What was his name for Cleveland today?
Yeah, the guy he went in for shortstop.
Yeah, the guy.
Take it easy, Rob.
I'm going to look up his name. Was it Roccatello?
No, it was an R, but I can't. Here, let me bring up the box score.
Pull it up here. Rocchio.
Rocchio, yeah, that's it.
217, the guy's hitting with 3 home runs. How about
look what Soler's batting?
Yeah. Well, yeah. How come Brandon Belt is not on a big league roster? This is why I think this.
Maybe he decided to say, hell with it, I'm done.
No, I think he wanted to be playing, but nobody came with a good enough offer. But this is why I think the Giants are stuck with Matt Chapman. Because if he opts out, he runs the risk that someone doesn't sign him for as much money. He's getting $18 million, right?
Yeah.
Or 18 to 19 million. Is Matt Chapman worth 18 to 20 million a year right now, do you think?
Ooh, probably right now, yeah. Right now.
I don't know. Look at his stats.
Right now, the way he's playing right now is
right.
Probably
this last week, yes. But for the year.
I mean, that's the average right now. Look what everyone's hitting. And look what the average is for.
He's got 12 homers. He's hitting roughly, 245-ish?
Somewhere around
Chapman is hitting.
That's the average right now in the MLB.
243 with like 40. Chapman's only got like 42 RBIs. His OPS is 746. I don't know. Gosh, I guess what I'm saying, he's making that now.
Look what they paid for Jung-Hoo Lee.
I know.
They paid him more.
I know, but are you going to pay? If Chapman walks next year and he finishes up with similar stats where he's at now, let's say he hits 240, hits 20 homers, and has an OPS of 745, strikes out 150 times. Are you going to opt out and get a bigger contract than what you got now with the Giants?
He might.
I don't know
but I don't know who needs.
I wouldn't opt out if I'm him, because look what happened. Look what's happening in the game.
Yes,
guys are getting squeezed.
Yes.
Ryan says, I don't think Chapman is great. I just think he's worth what he's being paid right now, to be honest. Yeah, right now, the last week and a half, he's earning his pay. But 2 weeks ago, he was hitting 220 again, wasn't he? I mean, in the 220s.
Yeah, he was. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, here, look. Today is July 5th. I will go back to June 20th. June 20th. Matt Chapman was hitting 227 with a 685 OPS 2 weeks ago. 227, 6. So he's raised his OPS by 60 plus points, and his batting average is up by 16.
Right. Now, if it goes below that, well, then now he's not worth it.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. This is what Chapman does.
I think a lot of the league is doing that, though, to be honest with you. If you look around the league, what's the average? What's the average batting average right now?
Average? I don't know. It was 248 earlier, or 239.
I mean, he's right there.
Wasn't it 239 earlier in the year?
Something like that, yeah.
Hey, Siri, what's the major league average batting average right now currently?
Okay, I found this on the web for what's the major league average batting average right now currently.
Oh, shut up. I can't talk. I know. I said it wrong.
Okay.
Hey, Siri, what's the current major league batting average for players?
I found this on the web.
Oh, I bet you we could look it up on ESPN. They probably have it.
There you go.
Let me look. I don't know if it'll show. Stephen Kwan's dropped down to 363. He was
he had a bad game.
390.
Yeah, he had a bad game today.
I don't know what the average is. Interesting. We'll see where guys end up, but yeah, it's going to be tomorrow's game is what time is tomorrow's game?
Isn't it the same?
No, it's earlier. It's
I thought the earlier one was the last game.
It's tomorrow's earlier, and then I think tomorrow's like 4:00 or something.
Today, because I think there was a weather delay, wasn't there today or something?
Yeah, it was only delayed about 20 minutes. But tomorrow's game is at 4:10 a.m. here where I'm at, which is 1:00 your time. So it's a 4:10. It's a 4:00
start
game on the East Coast. So 1:10 Pacific. Yeah. So it's a 1:10 game tomorrow. in California. And then Sunday morning, it is a 10:40 game.
Yeah, the flyaway day.
So the next two games, that's a 1:40 a.m. game for me. Where I'm at.
Have fun with that one.
Yeah. Sheesh. That'll be Monday morning. I'm only here till Tuesday, and then I fly back.
Oh, are you? Fly back on what? Wednesday or Tuesday?
I fly back Tuesday and get home Tuesday.
Nice.
But I'm spending Tuesday night in San Francisco.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
And I'll catch a flight Wednesday. Yeah, so tomorrow's – what do we got tomorrow? Let's wrap her up and let's look at tomorrow's game. Tomorrow's pitchers, Kyle Harrison goes against Allen, a lefty. Now, here's the issue tomorrow. You got a lefty going in Allen, whose ERA is almost 6.
Mm-hmm.
But the Giants don't hit lefties. And then Sunday, Carrasco's got an ERA of over 5 as well.
Yep.
I mean, the Giants have a shot at sweeping these guys, which would be a shock. But
yeah, tomorrow will be the all-righty lineup. 100%.
Yeah. So is it VR at first?
Yep. Fitzgerald at second. Ahmed at short. Chapman at third.
Not Conforto, but Matos in left, Ramos in center, and
Slater
in right.
And Casale will pitch because tomorrow's a day game after night.
Yeah.
Bailey will not catch tomorrow. He won't do a day after night. He'll probably play the last game.
Yeah. So
the median batting average for all teams is 242. So there he is. He's right there in the middle.
Yeah, he's right on it.
Yep.
That's for all teams. What is the median average for all players, though? That would be interesting to find out what average player.
That's probably what it's going to be.
Probably pretty close. Probably pretty close.
I don't think Alonso signs for $100 million. He's going to want way more than that. That's the problem. And Farhan will not break it open. I want to be. What do you think Alonso captures on the free agent market before we get out of here?
How old is Pete?
Yeah, let's take a look.
I'll tell you his contract, what it's going to be. Or I'll guess. I have no idea. I'm not, but
he is 29.
He's 29. When does he turn 30?
December. Oh, December 7th. Pearl Harbor Day.
This year.
Yeah.
So he'll be 30 next year.
Yeah.
Okay, I think Alonso
5 years.
No, I think he gets 6 or
I think 6?
6 to 7, no more than 7.
Okay.
And I think he gets, I would say Alonso 175, 25 a year.
25 a year.
He might get closer to 30, but
I was just going to say, yeah, that seems a little bit low.
If it's 30, I don't think he gets 7. I think he gets 6.
And he's also a Boris agent or a Boris client, I should
say.
You
know, if these guys learned anything this year, take your best. I mean, didn't Jordan Montgomery turn down a pretty big offer?
I'm not sure. Maybe. I agree, Safi. Wisely should be in there over Estrada. But no, Chapman turned down a big offer from the Blue Jays.
Yeah, and he got screwed.
It's 150.
Yeah, a couple guys So these guys that get the big offers, I bet you next year you're gonna see offers get taken pretty quickly, and I don't think the market gets I'll bet you guys settle before they wait for Soto to settle.
Oh yeah.
You want
to
think
get so though? Because you really think that Soto's going to drive the market? It shouldn't, because
shouldn't.
Yeah,
but
you know who his agent is, right?
Boris.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm the Giants and I really want to go after Juan Soto, he's what, 25, 26?
Something like that.
Go offer 10 years at $600 million.
Not happening. No way. Farhan would faint over dead, twitching on the ground. No way.
I don't think Farhan has any say in that when it gets to those numbers.
I don't think so. No. That's way above his head.
I think
he would be against it. He would be fighting tooth and nail.
But if that's what you want, I mean, hold on. I got my door here. Hold on. I'll be right back.
No way. Ain't happening, man. Ain't happening. Juan Soto will not be coming to San Francisco. No way.
All right. So anyway, we'll wrap up here. But what else we got? Nothing else?
That's it.
All right. So tomorrow, we doing an 8:30 again tomorrow, or?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
8:30. That's 11:30 here, or you want to come in earlier?
It's up to you, man. What if you got anything going on?
Sunday here.
Saturday here.
Yeah,
it don't matter to me, man.
It don't matter to me.
It don't matter to me.
We'll figure it out. 8:30, 8 o'clock, somewhere around there. Game will be over early. Game will end what? 4 o'clock. Roughly.
Yeah, I totally forgot tomorrow's the weekend, man. Goodness gracious, time's just flying.
Yeah, with the fourth thrown in there in the middle.
Yeah, it just got me all kind of mixed up, man.
Kind of messes things up, yeah. So we'll see. See what happens with the Giants tomorrow. Should be they go for 500 again.
Can they get to 500? Can they win the series tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen?
They've been chasing.
You bet, Justin.
500.
Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, you know what? Before we close this out, let's just look at one.
Before we close it out, we're gonna have to get this ready. Let's get this ready.
Oh, you're not playing Slater again, are you?
Yeah, well, we're playing that one more time before we get out of here.
All right.
Fantastic.
Let me just look at the Giants real quick here. I want to pull this up.
Oh, hold on. Let me get rid of that then.
All right. All right. So here we go. We're going to pull this quickly up and just see how elusive 500 has been for this team this year. 6-10. See, they chasing it 9-11, 9-10-12, 13-14, 13-15. Couldn't get there. 14-15, 14-16. Then they made it somewhere
right there.
26-26
against the Mets. Yep.
26-26.
Then 28-27.
And then they
29, and they went 2 over, and then it fell back.
Then they lost. Then 29, 30, 20, and here they've been chasing it again since when?
Since against the Phillies up there on
since May 31st.
Yep,
they've been chasing it. They were ended May 500, and they've been chasing 500 for all of June, and now we're
in the first week of July.
First week of July. Can they get there? Doesn't have today's results, but we will. Game 90. Will they get there? We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Will I be wearing this hat tomorrow?
You've only had to pull out one of those hats one time, man. You're muted, Dan.
Yeah. Which hat will be worn tomorrow? This one or this one?
We'll see.
This has not been worn yet.
Well, here's a question too, guys. Gosh, I didn't even bring it up. Should have talked about when we were talking about pitchers. How many innings does Harrison go tomorrow? Bullpen got used pretty bad today. A lot of bullpen usage today.
Yeah, I think you're
how many does he go? Do you think he give you 5? You think, or
they're going to want him to go 6? But
I don't see him going 6, man.
Yeah.
After not pitching for what, 3 weeks?
Yeah. Did he have any rehab starts?
No, he didn't. He just did bullpens.
Wow. Well,
I
don't know. What's that background noise?
That's you.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Oh. My wife's in the other room talking. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm hearing it come through my mic. Are you picking it up too? Is all
just faintly.
Okay. Let me close my door here. All right. Well, let's close her out of here with the Slater's last strike.
We'll go do this and then we'll close it out. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thanks to Will B, our dedicated
Suno AI,
our dedicated moderator out there in the chat, who used Suno SUNO AI to put together a song.
He wants to hear some Tagalog here. Sige, mabuhay.
You ever call me that again, Dan? I will whoop your ass.
Ooh, mabuhay. Mabuhay. You know what mabuhay means?
I have no idea, man.
Hello.
Oh, there you go.
So
all right, guys, here we go. Slater's final.
Thanks.
Strike. Let's go.
Shattered dreams, strikes out, nowhere to be. On the field, futile quest, nightmare rage, no contest. Fumble, stumble, every play, lights the fire in dismay. Wasted talent, endless fire, time to put his name on fire. Fighters on the run, futility has won. Step aside in dismay, wasted talent, endless fire. Time to put his name on fire. Slayers on the run, futility has won. Step aside, it's done. Roster's burning sun. Yes, slaves, wasted times, error stacking, grievous crimes, echo crews, clouds sustain, every game, endless pain. Bet him no!
Bet him no! Oh, man.
Bet him now, for the team, chase new dreams, fire beam. Stop the rot, ignite the spark, leave the shadows, light the dark. Slayers on the run, futility has won. Step aside, it's done. Roster's burning sun. Slayers on the run. Futility has won. Step aside, it's done. Roster's burning sun. Missed slaves, wasted times, error stacking, grievous crimes, echo crews, cross the stain, every game, endless pain. Now for the team, chase new dreams, fire beam, stop the rocks, ignite the spark, leave the shadows, light the dark. Light the dark.
Love it. I love it. I'm playing that song
good.
every single day. Every single day.
Not on the show. We can't
on the show every single damn day. That song that gets you pumped up, man. Even though the lyrics is Hammer and Slater, man, that gets the blood flowing right there, man. Woo!
You like that metal, huh? You like metal?
Yeah, dude, I love that stuff. Let's go. Let's go. Where's Glenn, man? You got to put that on his radio.
Oh man, good job, Will. Thank you, Will, for that one again. As he put out the.
No, it's all good, man. It's worth it.
He did the Farhan one. He did
Farhan one. He did. There was 2 Farhan ones, right? No.
Yeah.
No, one was Yaz has got to go. Then it was the Farhan, and now it's the Slater. Yeah, I like it. That's good stuff.
Our 3 amigos, Farhan, Yaz, and Slater.
Yeah, exactly. That's good stuff, man. That is just perfect. Love it.
Yaz, Farhan, now Slater, he says. Yep.
Yep. Well, we should probably play the damn Yaz song with the game he had today. Woo. That was
4-0.
That was 4 strikeouts.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. First 2 looking, and then the next 2.
There you go, AB. That's what I'm talking about. Ride the lightning master of puppets, Matt. You're talking my lingo, dude. Let's go. Battery. I love it. Oh, man, that's one of my most favorite songs right there. Battery.
Awesome. Well, hey, guys, Giants win it again. That's 8 out of 11. They're 44-45. Tomorrow, we go for
500.
The quest for 500. Will we get there? We'll find out. Giants win. And Camino Del gets the save. A little shaky, but he got it done. And now the Giants have a chance to have a winning road trip after going 1-5 on their previous road trip. This is a big moment. This is a turning point. Giants have showed some.
They showed some life. I like it.
Showed some metal. Speaking of metal,
there you go.
Giants have showed some metal here recently.
There we go.
And let's see if it can continue. We'll find out if they
it does
keep it going. You know, Giants have a shot. Eric, we'll close with this final thought. Just think of this: they have 8 games left before the break. They have a shot of being 4. Let's see. If they go 6-2 of their final 8, they would end up with a 50-47 record at the break. They would be 3 over 500. Now, if that would be something.
That would be something.
Now you would have something to get excited about.
Yep.
When they go over 500 and they start, then you start getting, hey, this team could make some moves at the trade deadline, and actually have a shot.
Farhan actually gets it done. We'll see.
Yeah, but the all-righty lineup is not good, correct? We'll find out more tomorrow against the guy who's got a 5.75 ERA. How does that happen? How do you have 2 guys in your starting rotation with ERAs over 5 and have the
injuries
like the top 2 or 3 best record in baseball? How is that?
Because their lineup has been producing. Yeah.
Wow. Giants have been shutting guys down though. Shut the Braves down, and then they shut the Guardians down today. We'll see where it goes. Giants Indians tomorrow. You heard it. Giants Indians. Cleveland Indians. I said it. The Giants versus the Cleveland Indians. In fact, if I was back home, I'd bring out the what's the guy's name?
Chief
Their
Wahoo.
old mascot?
Chief Wahoo.
Chief Wahoo. I have Chief Wahoo. The Indian, man, that was a cool logo, and I've got it. Man, still wish it was the Indians. I don't know why. We still got the Braves. Why can't we have the Indians?
Hey, you could go back old school. They used to be the damn Cleveland Spiders.
Right.
They're also the Cleveland Naps after Napoleon Lajoie. He was a famous player.
Speaking of Napoleon Lajoie, Did you see that Dwayne Kuiper was listed as one of the top 100 players of the Cleveland Indians?
Really?
All time, he's on their top 100.
Who's number one? LeJoyer?
I don't remember who it was. I would think
Jim
it was
Thome, maybe?
Jim Tome's
Larry
in the Hall of Fame.
Doby, or Larry Doby. I guess I know his son was there today because they were celebrating Larry Doby today.
Albert Bell's up there.
Albert Bell, yeah. Yeah, they should have brought back the Spiders. They used a little bit of tradition, man. That's what I thought, but whatever.
Yeah. So Giants Indians tomorrow. We'll be back for that game, for post game tomorrow night. We shall see you then as the Giants go for 500.
And before we get out of here, the show is sponsored by Northern Lights Entertainment. Go check out Northern Lights Entertainment Radio.ca, where he streams 5 radio stations. So go take a listen. I think you'll enjoy it. All right, guys, we're out here. See you tomorrow night. Woo!